Yep, interesting. After such a promising start to his Villa journey, Marcus Rashford has been ruled out of the season with a hamstring injury. As you heard there from Ben Jacobs, there's an option to buy Rashford, but not an obligation, which is key. And they reckon, Andy, it's in the region of £40 million. Right, here's an interesting one, mate. Because I don't care what anybody says. Ollie Watkins' nose will be out of joint slightly.
Not many.
He'll think, Andy, he's got rid of John Duran. I don't mean he's got rid of John Duran. I don't mean that.
No.
But he'll think John Duran's left the club. I am an absolute certainty he start through the middle, particularly in all the big games.
The big ones, yeah.
Now, that has not happened.
No.
So, I wouldn't say it's a problem, a massive problem yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sure it will be a massive problem, but it could turn into a big problem.
Yeah.
Where do you sit on it, Andy? Do you think? First of all, do you think Rashford has done enough? I mean, clearly he likes him. Unai Emery likes him.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that. But do you think he's done enough to get the move permanent?
I don't personally. I don't think he's done quite enough. Look, when Marcus first came to Villa, he wasn't fit. He'd spent a lot of time not even training with most of the senior boys at United. So he turned up at Villa and he was playing catch up a bit with his fitness. So he was only playing 20 minutes here and there, the odd start, just when he initially came through the door. Now, Marcus showed flashes in those games, but I'll be honest with you, Ali, Marcus only ever shows flashes to me. And he has, like he did second half against PSG, when all of a sudden he turned up he put his foot on the throttle a bit more, and he was very, very difficult to handle. But first half against PSG at Villa Park, he never had a kick out in Paris. Very difficult for him. I've got to say, playing up top on his own was never going to be easy there. But I just only ever really see glimpses of what Marcus probably is all about now. Whether Unai Emery feels, and it was interesting listening to what was said just there about maybe the way Unai Emery compares the two. Ollie's a bit older. Ollie's 30. Yes. He's 30 at the end of this year. Marcus has got 2.5-3 years on him, and so whether or not. And I think there's always this thing with certain players that coaches probably feel, Ali, you've been there, you've done it, that they can find that extra little bit that others can't. And maybe Unai feels he can do that with Rashford. I mean, don't forget, Marcus, when he came to Villa, I don't think he was looking to play down the middle. I think he prefers to play off that left side, coming in on his. So there's a. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be the end of the world, I don't think, for Aston Villa if Marcus goes back to Man United and moves on with his career somewhere else. I think he's shown what he can do. I mean, after the PSG game, I was listening to the guys on the side of the pitch. I can't remember. I think it was Daniel Sturridge who said, look, he's done it now. He's shown tonight what he's as if to say. And I'm thinking, really, has he really shown that much?
Andy, I'm with you, mate. I'm absolutely with you. I'm finding I'm getting a wee bit frustrated with the likes of Marcus, because he's one of these guys. We know he's got it, and everybody is willing him to do well. Andy, we're willing him to do well. Yeah. We want to see him play with. I keep going on about that smile on his face when he's scoring goals, and you're right. Particularly on against PSG. I thought that might have been his best performance in a Villa strip,
Definitely, yep.
Taking everything into account and the importance of the fixture, the opposition, everything about it.
Yep.
But I just think we've got to see more of it, mate.
Yep.
I just think we've got to see more of it. And I'm with you. I'm not sure he's done enough to say to Unai Emery, right, come on in, there you are, I've done it, make a deal permanent, let's go on with it. I'm just not sure he has, mate.
And look, I mean, of course, he's not going to be quoted on wanting to join Villa on a long-term basis, not yet, because there's a lot of ifs, buts, and maybes surrounding it all. But it would have been nice in some way to I think at this point to have heard from Marcus that actually he's really felt at home at Villa. He would like to make it a permanent deal. He would like to stay there on a long-term basis. He does feel that he's got a little bit more, another gear to find. I just think there's something you can give that might indicate how much you really want to make this happen and how this can work for you. Again, there was these, and it would be unfair to attach these totally to Marcus, but there was those quotes the other day saying that he would he needs Champions League football. And it's like, listen, what you need is to play regular and start playing with a little bit more intensity in your game.
Andy,
and what you're doing.
Do you know what he's got to do? He's got to earn Champions League football, mate.
Yeah.
That's what he's got to do. He doesn't even need it. He shouldn't get it. You've got to earn Champions League football, mate. It's the pinnacle of every player's career. It's the best tournament on the planet. Certainly the best club tournament on the planet. You could argue it might be the best tournament on the planet.
Ali, do you think Unai Emery, because it was interesting to hear that interview just now, do you think Unai Emery feels he can get more from Rashford in terms of another gear to find than where Ollie is right now?
Do you know something, Andy? I think that's in Unai Emery's head. But, and I'm guessing, I'm not sure Unai Emery knows the answer.
No.
I'm not sure Unai... I think he probably would like the challenge, but I'm not sure Unai Emery is 100% wholly committed and believes that he can do that.
No.
I think he probably, the rest of us knows that he's not getting everything from Rashford.
Yeah.
And he'll know, like the rest of us, that there's more in there. But I think he's got a great belief in his coaching ability. Of course he has, and he's one of the best in the business. But I think, Andy, there'll be a slight doubt in Unai Emery's mind that he can get the best out of him. I really do.
Ali, a lot of texts coming in here. Keep them coming in, please. 81089 on this particular subject, whether or not Villa should look to secure Marcus Rashford on a long-term deal. A lot of fans.
What's your general consensus, mate?
General consensus is that they see Ollie as the man to lead Villa next season more than what they've seen from Marcus Rashford. That's pretty much the general consensus so far. I watched Ollie Watkins against Newcastle at Villa Park recently, where he scored that one with a deflection after a minute. Could have had the perfect hat-trick after about 20 minutes, couldn't he? He was unlucky. He left foot, rattled the crossbar, and then his header hit the post. Now, and I do think that Ollie is close to the top of his game, if not at that level where he might not get any better than what he's already given and what he's already shown. But that is a decent, very good, consistent level. And I can fully understand why as you mentioned, his nose being pushed out of joint a little bit. I can totally get that. And you do start to, particularly probably as strikers, listen, mate, you know that position inside out. You would know that if you're scoring goals and you've been playing well and your goals have elevated the team status, and a lot of Ollie's has, all of a sudden when you start missing out on a couple, Ali, it does hurt, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it's important as well. He's not just a young boy breaking into the side.
29.
He's got time. He's there to play. Don't worry about that.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.